Welcome to the Virginia Association for Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so please be sure to sign up for more. The presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenters. And first up is the University of East Anglia.
Thank you very much, Matt, for the introduction. So yeah, just while I load this up, I'm just going to introduce you to myself. So my name is Graham Wise, and I am an international officer working for the University of East Anglia, and we're better known as UEA. So UEA is a campus-based university located in the city of Norwich, which is in the east of the UK. We are home to around 16,000 students at UEA, of which about 4,000 are international students. So it's a very diverse, it's a very multicultural campus, but it's also a very welcoming campus for students from all over the world. We actually have students from about 100 different countries on our campus, so again, it creates a very welcoming and diverse atmosphere. So just to highlight a few of UEA's key achievements, I'm not going to spend a long time going through rankings because it's very boring and every university can talk about the rankings they're very strong in. And just to highlight a few key ones is that UEA is ranked very highly both in the UK, being in the top 25, and also in the world, being in the top 200, and really good recognition of the quality of the university. We also achieved gold in the recent Teaching Excellence Framework in the UK, which was a government initiative to assess the quality of teaching at UK universities, and UEA was one of around 20 universities to achieve the gold award. It's something we like to tell people about. So as I said earlier, we're a campus-based university, and this is our campus here. So as you can see, it's a very self-contained campus. So all of our accommodation is guaranteed for students, international students in their first year of study at the university. And we have lots of different options located both on campus, but also off campus as well. We have a very active student union at UEA with over 200 different clubs and societies that students can join. That's located right in the centre, next to our live music venue, the LCR. We have a sports park, so really kind of state-of-the-art sports facility where students can take part in lots of indoor and outdoor sports. We have a gym, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, lots of competitive and non-competitive sports that students can take part in. We also have the street where you've got all your kind of standard amenities that you'd expect at university, including a 24/7 library, a bank, a shop, lots of different restaurants and catering outlets located throughout the campus. We also have a medical centre and a dentist located on our campus as well. So again, lots of great, you've got the lake with lots of great places to walk, lots of green spaces as well. So it's a really relaxing, peaceful place to live and to study. We also home to the Sainsbury Centre for Visual Arts, which is located at the kind of foot of our campus, which is an art gallery which students can access, and it has exhibitions from all over the world. You may recognise the building, the Sainsbury Centre for Visual Arts, as it is also the headquarters of the Avengers. So we've had the Avengers on our campus filming before, as you can see in the images here, and they use CGI to change this building because it's quite an interesting looking building into the Avengers HQ. So you've probably seen UEA before on your TV without even realising it. So just to some less exciting things. So in terms of entry requirements of what we look for at the university, so students who are taking IBs or A-levels, obviously they're grades that we look at, but more generally speaking, students who have taken high school graduate diploma plus around 3 AP exams, we will look at. I mean, with our admissions process, it's very bespoke. So if any student is thinking of applying, it's best to get in touch with us, and we can go through that with you if you're thinking of doing that. Applications will be made on UCAS, as they are for most programs in the UK or most universities in the UK, where you'll be required to upload a reference and write a personal statement as well. So where we're located, so we're in the city of Norwich. So to get to the city, the campus is just outside the city. It's about a 20 minute bus ride. It is walking distance and cycling distance as well. City of Norwich is in the east of the UK. So we are about an hour and a half, the quickest train to London, but we're also a coastal city as well. So the closest beach is about 30, 40 minutes away. It's a really beautiful city to live in. Obviously, I would say that I'm from Norwich, but it really is. It's very much a blend of the old and the new in Norwich. So it's got its kind of historical castles and cathedrals, but it's got its brand new kind of modern facilities and amenities like shopping centres, cinemas, and stuff like that as well. It's a great city for shopping, one of the safest cities in the UK as well, especially for international students. Again, very welcoming place to live and to study. So with our programs at the university, so as they are for most degrees in the UK, they are 3 years in length, unless you choose to make it a 4-year program by selecting a year abroad or a placement year option. Our programs are flexible, obviously not as flexible as they are in the US. You can't, once you apply for a program in the UK, then that's the program that you study, but you do have options to kind of choose different modules within your subject area to apply a little bit of flexibility to the programs. Very cost effective, ranging from around £17,000 to £21,000 per year of study, so around 23 to possibly $27,000, $28,000 possibly. And we offer a blended learning approach, around 20 hours a week of contact time, and then the rest of the time is for independent study. And UEA, in terms of the majors that we offer, we're best known for our literature and creative writing programs, international development and environmental sciences. We do have a wide variety of other programs that students can take as well. So just to highlight a few extra bits of information for you now. So we do have lots of generous scholarships for students in the US. So the fees I mentioned earlier will always be cheaper. We have scholarships ranging from £4,000 to £8,000 per year of study. So each year that you study, you'll get that award. And that's an application-based scholarship. So upon a successful application, you could be awarded one of those scholarships. Accommodation on our campus, like I mentioned earlier, is guaranteed for you if you apply by the deadline, and that ranges from around £80 to £160 per week of study per week. As you move forward in your second and third year, usually students will live in the local area, still a walking distance to campus. There's lots of great places to live nearby to the campus. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for me. Obviously, as you can see here, we're FAFSA accredited, and we pride ourselves on having an excellent social life and student life at UEA. So yeah, thank you very much. And if you obviously had any questions, please feel free to send them in the chat, or if not, you can always email me. My email address is on the screen here. But yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next up is Piedmont College.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay today. My name is Nikki Blanchard. I am one of the admissions advisors at Piedmont College, and I'm over the Virginia State area. So just at a quick glance for us, we were founded in 1897. So we're one of the oldest private colleges within the state of Georgia. We're located up here right in the Northeast Georgia mountains in a little tiny town called Demarest. We also have 4 schools within our college. We have our R.H. Daniels School of Nursing and Health Sciences. We have our Walker School of Business, our School of Education, and then our School of Arts and Sciences. We have over 50 plus majors in total. We are a liberal arts school, so we have a little bit of everything. So you can probably find something here that interests you. We also have over 49 clubs and organizations on campus, 21 sports teams, and a bunch of intramural teams. And then we also have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, an average class size of about 12 to 13 students. So we're definitely on the smaller scale as far as campuses go, at around 1,200 students in our undergraduate program total. Our big news is actually happening this week. We are in the process of transitioning to become Piedmont University. Friday is our big official transitional day. So all of those schools that I mentioned previously are fixing to become colleges. You can see our new logo on the screen. We just got that the other day, released to everybody. We're also expanding and have a bunch of renovation projects going on around campus as well. We're building a new freshman residence hall, new athletic facilities. We just finished renovations for a new building for education students. So it's a really exciting time to be on campus. And we're really excited to finally get that university status for our 125th anniversary. A little bit just about our residential life. We do have suite style and apartment style housing options for all students. We do have resident assistants and resident directors available in all of our residence halls, and they schedule different events around campus and in the residence halls, along with multiple clubs on campus. All of our rooms do come with the twin bed or 2 twin beds if you're a freshman, a full-size refrigerator, microwave, closet space, and 2 desk areas. We do have a bunch of things going on around campus, whether it's, you can see we had a color run last semester, I believe. We've done iceless ice skating, different sporting events, music concerts. We have a huge amphitheater that'll have a lot of fun stuff going on. And we also do trips off campus as well, like go into the movie theaters for a really big movie launch, the Georgia Aquarium, Six Flags, hockey games, baseball games, you name it. So there's always something going on around campus, even though we're just located in a pretty small town. This is just a snapshot of what we offer athletics wise. You can see all of our women's and men's athletics. And if you go to our athletics website, you can see more information about that. It's just piedmontlions.com. You can see we are NCAA Division III. We have won 15 President's Cups, 14 national championships, 50 team conference tournament titles, and then 27 overall conference championships. So we're really, really competitive in our division. And our athletes are actually some of our top students on campus as well with their GPAs. So this is a little bit about our admissions requirements. We do have a free application. You can do it either on our website at piedmont.edu, or you can do it through the common application as well. Those are just our SAT and ACT requirements that we usually look for. We have gone for fall 2021 and 22. We are test optional, but we're still strongly encouraging test scores if you have them. And then we usually like to see about a 3.0 GPA. And we do offer a lot of merit-based scholarships based on your GPA and test scores. So a little bit more about financial aid. About 97% of all of our students have some kind of aid. Like I mentioned, those merit-based scholarships are going to be the largest ones. This year, they ranged between $10,000 to $17,000 just for being accepted. The good thing with us being private is out of state, in state, it doesn't matter. It's the same tuition for everybody. We do accept any other federal and need-based aid as well as outside scholarships. One thing to note is since we are Division III, we do not offer athletic scholarships. We do have certain departmental scholarships, such as our fine arts. You can do an audition or a portfolio review for additional scholarship money. And then last year, we gave over $12.5 million just in scholarships last year from us. So it's pretty substantial. And the last thing I'm going to leave with you guys is just an offer to come visit us. We do personal campus visits Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 if you come down to Georgia. It's the best way to just get on campus, get a lot of questions answered, and see if Piedmont's going to be a good fit for you. You can see during your tour, you're going to get a one-on-one meeting with admissions, financial aid, a professor in whatever you want to study, and a coach if you're available. We also have a remote tour option as well if you can't make it all the way down to Georgia. And thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat or the Q&A. And here's my contact info as well. So you're welcome to reach out to me directly. Thank you guys.
Great, thanks so much. Next up is London Metropolitan University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chidon Joyner, and I'm representing London Metropolitan University. So we're going to come over to the other side of the pond. Again, my name is Chidon Joyner, and I am not British. I just like messing around and doing a fake British accent. I know it's really bad, so don't laugh at me. But I am based in Los Angeles, and I'm one of the international officers for North America. So I cover the western half of the United States, and my colleague covers the eastern half of the United States. And we together cover everything, and we want to be your first contact between the United States and London Metropolitan. And so if you have any questions, feel free to email either of us. I used to live in Silver Spring, so not quite Virginia, but I kind of know the DMV area a little bit. So feel free to ask any questions that you like. So a little bit about London Metropolitan. We are based in central London. We have two campuses, our Holloway Road and our Altgate campus. We have about 10,000 students, and like Graham at UEA, we also have 3-year bachelor's programs, and we also offer 1-year master's programs. So you can definitely get your study done a lot quicker in the UK. We also have international scholarships for students, and we accept US financial aid and veterans benefits. And then we have over 200 different undergraduate and postgraduate programs. So one thing we are really passionate about is diversity, and we really believe in making university accessible to everyone. And so we have over 64% of our students are BAME students, which stands for Black, Asian, or Minority Ethnic students. We have over 147 different nationalities represented, and at least 96% of students come from at least one underrepresented group in higher education. And so we are very excited about making university accessible to everyone, no matter where you're coming from. So we want your opinions, your culture, your ideas, and we believe that you all coming together into the melting pot of London will really make will just better the university, but then I think we'll all just get better and be able to solve some of the complex problems of today. And so one of the alumnuses that we're really proud of is Sadiq Khan, who is the current mayor of London. And he really believes in London as a higher education capital of the world. And we believe and embody that at London Metropolitan. And so a couple of reasons why you should think about getting a degree in the UK. For one, it's usually cheaper when you compare it to out-of-state or private options. Again, I mentioned we have international student scholarships that you are that you can receive. And then we also have the UK post-study work visa, which allows you to work in the UK for up to 2 years after you graduate. And so you don't have to worry about, is your company going to sponsor you or something like that. And a lot of people end up staying longer. One of my colleagues actually from the US went to the UK and stayed for 7 years and got married and all that stuff. And then we also have really long breaks. So if you want to travel home, that is also an option for you as well. And then a couple of things about the application process. We have rolling admissions, no application fee, and we have a flexible start date, September or January, and we accept around a 3.0 GPA. We are test optional for the fall, and you can apply to us either directly for free, or you can apply through the UK Common App, also known as the UCAS. So now I'm going to go through a couple pictures and just give you a feel for what it's actually like on campus. And so this is a picture from our Holloway Road campus, which is more of our left brain campus. You have our business courses, human sciences, social sciences. We're right next to Emirates Stadium, which is where Arsenal Football Club plays, if you're a fan of football in the UK, or I guess soccer in the US. We also are a 5-minute tube ride away from St. Pancras Station, where you can take the train to Hogwarts from platform 9 3/4, or in all seriousness, you can take the train, the Eurostar from King's Cross Station, which is attached to the St. Pancras Station, and you can go to Europe. You can go to Paris in about 2 hours, or you can go to Belgium. And so you really have the opportunity to travel while being a London Metropolitan student. This is our Altgate campus, which is more of our right brain campus, where we have our art, fine arts, theater, architecture, design, all of that really cool stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, this is located in East London. And now I'm going to go through a couple pictures. This is our science center. This is one of our learning centers that students have access to, where we try to combine very modern IKEA-esque architecture with kind of the old architecture of London. This is also some of our cutting edge classrooms that students will be learning in. We have TV studios and newsrooms that students have access to as well. These are some of the design studios for our art and architecture students. These are some of our cafe, bars, chill out zones that students have access to. And it's really great because as a London Metropolitan student, you get tons of discounts for things all around the city. Not only are you in the #1 city for international study, but you have access to see different things like shows, events, and you go to museums, bars, pubs, all of that. For instance, you could go and see The Lion King for about $10, $15 versus like the $100, $150 I had to pay when I was just there as a regular tourist. We also have gyms, sports halls, dance studios, really anything and everything that you can really think of. And then I always tell students to check out this video, the Do Something You Love tour, which really gives you a feel for what it's actually like on campus. And then again, that's pretty much the end of the presentation. If you have any questions about anything, whether it's accommodation, financial aid, anything, feel free to email us. And so my email is right here, londonmet.ac.uk. Again, you can just shoot me an email, or you can set up a one-to-one with me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And that's all I have.
Great, thanks so much. Next up is Virginia Military Institute.
Good evening. Nice to be with you this evening, and I want to provide some information for you about VMI. If I can VMI is quite different from most schools and very different from the other schools that are represented here this evening on our program. VMI is the oldest state-supported military college in the country, established in 1839. We have about 1,700 students, and VMI is actually unique among what are classified as the senior military colleges, which include Norwich, the Citadel, Texas A&M, University of North Georgia, and Virginia Tech. We're unique in that we are the only one that is all military. We have no civilian students at all. Everyone who's ever been a student at VMI has been a cadet and part of the Corps of Cadets and living in a very regimented military system. All cadets at VMI must complete 4 years of either Air Force, Army, Navy, or Marine Corps ROTC, but commissioning is optional. And also VMI is one of the 3 smallest colleges in the country to be playing Division I, a Division I athletic program. What you can expect at VMI is something there we go, I apologize. VMI is, as I said, quite different from other colleges and universities. It's a very Spartan lifestyle. What the students at VMI receive is a challenge. They receive a challenge academically, physically, emotionally, and it's a lifestyle that's very different from what is considered sort of a normal college environment. It is indeed out of the ordinary. But first and foremost, VMI is a college. We have no graduate programs, as I mentioned before, and we only have 14 majors. We believe that academic excellence is best maintained in a small college when the number of disciplines offering degrees is restricted. The faculty at VMI are hired because of their ability and their desire to teach at the undergraduate level. They do conduct a lot of research, they do a lot of writing, but their primary responsibility is teaching you, the undergraduate student. Small classes and a 10-to-1 student faculty ratio provide a great opportunity for very personalized interaction between the cadets and the faculty members. Virtually all of them hold the PhD or a terminal degree in their field. They not only teach, they serve as academic advisors, and they also serve as club advisors and coaches. So it's an opportunity to really get to know the faculty members on a personal basis. As I mentioned, all cadets complete 4 years of ROTC, but commissioning is not mandatory. VMI is the only military college to graduate the highest ranking 4-star generals across 3 services. We've had alumni who are 2 who have served as the Commandant of the Marine Corps, an Army Chief of Staff, and the Air Force Chief of Staff. And across the Department of Defense ROTC programs, VMI generally commissions more officers than any of the other colleges in the country. One of the things that we think is advantageous for a young man or woman that's going to pursue the military and take a commission is that at VMI, you have the opportunity to become familiar with the culture of all of the different services. You select your own ROTC service, but your roommate, your teammate might be from a different service. So you get to know a little bit more about not only your branch of service. As I mentioned, commissioning is optional. It's encouraged, but beyond that, what we do encourage is service of some kind, whether it be in the military or in civilian life. VMI is the 3rd smallest college in the country to be playing a Division I, NCAA Division I athletic program. And the sports that are offered are listed here. The teams are comprised not only of athletic scholarship cadets, but also walk-ons. So it does provide an opportunity for many cadets to play at the Division I level an opportunity that they might not have at a lot of other colleges and universities. We also have a very active club sports program. As many cadets participate in club sports as they do NCAA sports. And at VMI, all of the club sports are funded entirely by VMI. We select from a very competitive applicant pool. You can get a little bit of a glimpse of that here in terms of our profile. We not only look for students that are strong academically, but we look at a lot of things like motivation, character, physical fitness, leadership, and a desire to serve. The application process at VMI is like applying to a civilian school as opposed to seeking a congressional nomination for the federal academies, as some of you may be pursuing. Right now, we're test optional, and I think we're probably going to be that through the upcoming application cycle as well. We do have an early decision opportunity, but I want to caution you that's only for students who are absolutely sure VMI is their first choice. Other than that, we are on a rolling admissions basis, but we do encourage the early application because a lot of our majors do fill up pretty quickly. We are the third highest ranked public college in the country for endowment per student. So this allows us to be able to award substantial financial assistance. Various forms of financial aid are available: need-based aid, merit-based, athletic scholarships, and about 30% of the core is either enrolls at VMI with an ROTC scholarship or earns an ROTC scholarship once they're there. But about 80 to 85% of the cadets receive some type of financial assistance. VMI is a school of leadership. We have a lot of leadership opportunities, and we really think that we do produce leaders, not only in the military, but in civilian life. Many leadership opportunities within the military system, which is most obvious, but outside of that as well. Some of the most important positions at VMI: class officers, cadets who are in charge of clubs and organizations, training. They are held by positions by cadets with not military rank, but it provides a great opportunity for leadership opportunities. And overarching everything at VMI is our honor system. It's a very basic system. A cadet does not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate those who do. And it is one of the very few schools left in the country with a single sanction honor system. We encourage you to come visit VMI. This is our contact information. We're open for visits, open house programs, and we would welcome any questions that you would have. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Great, thank you so much. And up next is the University of Manchester.
Great. Hello, everyone. So my name is Anglia. I'm an international officer and I represent Britain's largest single site university, the University of Manchester, which was established in 1824. So we have a proud history of innovation and world's firsts, some of which are listed here. So in 1917, Nobel Prize winner Ernest Rutherford split the atom. In 1948, Tom Kilburn and Freddie Williams built the world's first stored program computer. And then in 1957, Lovell built the world's largest steerable radio telescope at Jodrell Bank. So these are some firsts that we are really proud of. The University of Manchester, we are part of the UK's Russell Group, which identifies 24 world-class research intensive universities. So some people in the US understand that to be the UK's version of the Ivy League. We have a unique vision, and we are proud to boast our 25 Nobel laureates amongst our staff and students. And we have 2 currently teaching on campus, one in the physics department, one in the math department. We're a top UK university for 2 years running for social and environmental impact. Taking a look at some of our rankings, we are ranked 27th in the world according to the QS World Rankings. We are also 6th in the UK and 8th in Europe, not to mention our individual programs, which are highly ranked. 83% of research is judged to be world leading or internationally excellent. Again, that speaks to our membership or belonging to the Russell Group. We are first choice for graduate employers in the UK, so think global employers. Apple, IBM, BBC, AstraZeneca, which is one that's constantly in the news right now because of COVID-19, Deloitte, some of the biggest accounting and tax companies, PwC and KPMG, they come to recruit Manchester students. One of our fun facts is that we have students from our engineering school building Formula One cars in Monte Carlo, which I think is very cool. All right, so taking a look at some of our popular courses under our 3 faculties, we have the Faculty of Science and Engineering, Faculty of Biology, Medicine, and Health, and then the Faculty of Humanities, which also houses our business school. So we have our popular degrees, which can be studied at the undergraduate level, including law and medicine, but we also have really popular humanities courses and other courses, sociology and criminology, physics and math, computer science and AI, which obviously is a popular course right now, politics and international relations, and creative writing. Taking a look at your Manchester student experience. So we are home to over 40,000 students from 160 nationalities. Over 10,000 of our students are international students, and they're on our campus, which makes us one of the most international and diverse universities in the UK. Our students are studying any of our 300 plus subjects in the 3 faculties that I just spoke about. Even more about the city of Manchester, combined with the university, make it one of the most affordable places for students seeking a degree in the UK. So if you're thinking about living costs for the city of Manchester and then tuition costs for the University of Manchester, it comes out to be about $40,000 to $48,000 US dollars. That excludes the School of Medicine. The School of Medicine, it works a bit differently. And when it comes to your career, we offer amazing options for you at university. And of course, once you graduate, which is absolutely something you should be considering when you're looking at universities. Most of our degrees give you the option to integrate a year abroad, also known as the year in industry. So it's basically a graduate level internship that is relevant to your degree. So if you are studying marketing, your year in industry is going to be a marketing job. You will also have opportunities for summer internships, volunteering, outreach programs. You might be looking for a part-time job at university, something if that is of interest to you, that is available to you. We are there to support your journey with multiple resources. And one of them I will quickly mention is our career services. It is exactly what you think it is. Career services will offer you one-to-one appointments, and they're there to assist you with writing CVs or mock interviews, giving you a list of available internship opportunities and more. Our career services has many great relationships already with many of the employers, the global employers that recruit from our university. They already have great relationships. So you get to benefit from that. We're located in the 2nd largest city in the UK. So Manchester has some of its own firsts. It is the birthplace of vegetarianism, feminism, and the Industrial Revolution. The university socially has over 400 clubs and societies, ranging from anything from swimming to debate, any kind of interest you might have. There's probably a club there for you. And if there isn't, you can always get a group of friends together and start a club. We have an accommodation guarantee for international students. So the best news, I know somebody mentioned it already, but they are single occupancy. You never have to share a room. You only have to decide if you want the self-catered or catered option to go with your room. So we have over 500,000 alumni in 190 countries. They're doing amazing work, and we look forward to new students joining that community. So I encourage you to look into Manchester if you are interested in Manchester or studying in the UK. There's websites, there's prospectuses, they're all useful, but try to visit the website. On our country pages, we have UniBuddy, which pops up on the bottom right corner of the website. And you can actually interact with current students by subject or by country of nationality, and you can get more information from them. My email is on the screen. If you do have any questions, I'm happy to set up a one-on-one with you. Thank you very much.
Excellent, thank you. And thank you to all of our presenters. We now have some time for Q&A. So I'll ask all of our presenters to come back on camera and respond to this question. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And I'll ask you to respond in the same order that you presented.
Also, I think that'd be me first. So the advice that I'd give to students who are currently going through the application process or kind of deciding where they want to go is to, it's quite kind of obvious at the moment, but is to kind of make most of all of the virtual opportunities that universities are offering. So I know in the UK, students aren't able to obviously visit. So yeah, there's lots of great stuff that universities are doing in terms of virtual campus tours, engaging with staff virtually, engaging with current students virtually. So I'd say, yeah, that'd be my main tip, kind of make the most of all of the great virtual opportunities there are right now.
Awesome. And kind of to piggyback off of that, I always encourage students to visit, no matter what schools you're looking at, small, medium, large, out of state, in state, just go visit, get on campus. That's going to be the best way that you can get kind of a feel for if that school is going to be a good fit for you. And if you have to do a virtual visit right now, you can still kind of get a lot of that experience with it and then just hopefully get to campus later. So that would be my suggestion for you guys.
Yeah, I think that it,
Great suggestions from both of you. Oh, I apologize. I jumped in.
no, you're all good. You got it. You got
No,
it. No, you,
no, I apologize. No, you're good.
okay. No worries. Yeah, I would second that. I think visiting would be amazing. I would also encourage students to please, 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 no matter what school you choose, try to travel. I think while being a student, that's the best time for you to travel. And so whether it's choosing a school in the States and doing some kind of study abroad program, whether it's for a semester or a year, or actually choosing to do your full degree abroad, there's so much, so many things that you can benefit from by just being abroad and just experiencing people from different cultures. So I would encourage you to really widen your horizon and travel, whether it's in the US and doing study abroad or doing your full degree abroad.
Again, Jade, I apologize for jumping in.
No worries.
The thing that I think it would be very important is to make sure you do a lot of research in the manner that the other individuals tonight mentioned. But in the bottom line is, when it comes to making that choice, make sure it is your choice. Don't attend a college because your mom and dad went there or because your friends are there. Make the choice because it's where you feel comfortable and where you feel like your educational and personal goals can be most easily met.
And I will jump in and piggyback off of Vernon and say that the research part is the most important part. You want to know where you're going, you want to know what you're doing. And so my advice to students is use the school's website as the primary source of information. There's a lot of misinformation out there on sites. Sometimes not really intentional, it just hasn't been updated in a while. So you want to reach out to any one of us or a constituent at another university just to get the most up-to-date information, because things do change year to year.
Great, thank you all so much. Next question is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
Cool. So I'd say my favourite event or tradition on UEA's campus is an event called Pimp My Barrow. So it is an event where students get in a team of maybe about 5 or 6 students. They dress up in fancy dress and they get a wheelbarrow and they kind of drive or push the wheelbarrow through campus and through on a kind of pub crawl through the city. So it's lots of kind of hilarious outfits the students are wearing. They have to pay to enter and all the money goes to charity. It's just a really kind of bright, colourful event, not just in the city, not just in the campus, but also in the city of Norwich as well. So yeah, you know when that day's happening in Norwich. It's a great event and yeah, a really fun place. And obviously also raises lots of money for charity as well. So that's probably my favourite event.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I think my favorite thing that we do on campus right now is it's called the LOL auction, which is the League of Lions. And they do that at the end of each year. And what students do throughout the year is when they go to an event on campus, it's kind of encouraging them to get involved. So whatever event it is, they scan a QR code on their app that we have. And at the end, they get all their points accumulated and they get to go to an auction and just buy things with their points. So everything's like free for you just going to stuff on campus. And they have like kayaks, flat screen TVs, faculty parking passes, all kinds of really neat things, Enos, all types of stuff. So that one's always really fun to watch who, wants to get the big prizes and stuff like that.
Yeah, both of those sound super cool. I would say one of my favorite events is actually our welcome week at London Metropolitan, because we have students coming in from just all these countries from all over the world. And it's looking like Heathrow from Love Actually. So you're just seeing a bunch of people. And then we do a whole bunch of different events on campus. And so one of my favorite is doing like a scavenger hunt. And they're all age specific because we have students that are like 18 to 70, but we do the scavenger hunt where students just go around the city and try to find different things. It really helps you get acclimated with the city and the campus.
VMI, like many military colleges, sort of is an experience of milestones. The milestone of completing your first year. The first year at VMI is called our rat year. But the biggest thing probably along the way is the junior year, where the juniors get their class ring. The ring is designed by the class, and it is something that is very much cherished, and the privilege of wearing that ring doesn't occur until the junior year. But along with it, the cadets, they design their own ring, and the activities that go along with that ring figure period, formal dances and parties, and that's just a real exciting time for the cadets at VMI.
For the University of Manchester, I will choose Global Week. It's an event put on by the Students' Union. It's actually a week long of cultural celebrations. So it happens all over campus, and students have the chance to showcase their countries. You get to learn about other cultures. You basically get to celebrate Manchester as a hub of diversity and inclusion. So that's really fun.
Excellent. Thank you all so much. So we are running out of time for this session. So I want to say thank you to our panelists for all the great information that you shared. And thank you to our attendees for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And a reminder, this is just one of many different sessions happening as part of this college fair, so please do sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your evenings.